When you're grieving the loss of a loved one, the holidays can be especially hard, but if you're a child, it's that much harder. In today's Parenting Navigating the Journey Together, we navigate the holiday season while navigating the grief journey. It's a journey no person ever wants to be on.
I don't want anyone to be in my shoes.
But every day it happens, the death of someone close to us. Now, whether that's a parent, a sibling, a grandparent, or friend, we all grieve in different ways.
Talking about it is a part of the grieving process and a part of expressing how you feel about whether it's sad, the happy times, all of that.
Around the holiday season, there's probably a lot of talking, a lot of memories, and feelings can explode, leaving us wondering how to reach out to someone who may need a shoulder or simply an ear to listen.
We often feel like we shouldn't bring it up, when in reality, we want to do just the opposite. Even if it's approaching a child who's just experienced the death of a loved one and saying, I heard about your grandmother. I can't imagine what you're going through. I'm here to listen if you're ever ready to talk. And walking away. Just letting them know that you're acknowledging what's happened and that you're here for them whenever they're ready can make a huge difference in the life of a child who's experienced the death of a loved one.
JENNE BROUSSARD is the executive director of Healing House here in Lafayette. All too often, she says, they see people shut down, not wanting to upset anyone. They completely erase the person from their lives. But she says, simply talking about that loved one helps to make that grieving process a little easier.
Not tiptoeing around it, but developing a conversation around, okay, how do we make the holidays special in memory of Dad?
It's something these two moms have learned over the years.
I have to try to remind them of things, and just so that they can kind of keep him alive and remember him a little and know that he was a good person and how much he loved them.
My oldest has the most memories with him. She told me this morning, she's like, you remember how much Dad used to love ice cream? And I said, I do. He used to always want ice cream after he ate supper.
Brittany says her son, on the other hand, doesn't have as many memories. A toddler when his dad died. Brittany says he usually has one request.
He doesn't really say, I miss my daddy. He just says, can I see what my daddy looks like? Of course, bud. Here he is,
While there is no right or wrong way to grieve, there are tools available to help, not just during the holiday season, but all year round. And I think these moms, while you never have it perfect, you kind of have it kind of under control where we still talk about the loved one. You don't want to just push it to the side because that doesn't do anyone any good. And you want to try to incorporate them somehow into the holidays, even though they're not there anymore.
How does a parent like that deal with, making sure their children can deal with it, but still taking care of themselves?
Yeah, and that was one thing. So Brittany was someone that we had interviewed earlier in the summer during the Martini tour. And she said that, her children were going to Healing House. And while she was getting counseling, everyone told her she was fine, but she didn't feel fine. And she knew she wasn't fine. But she ended up finding a lot of comfort just waiting for her children to finish at Healing House because she kind of found her tribe there. And so it helps to have those people that you can call on and say, hey, I need you right now. And that'll help you get through the season